What flavor do you have?
Green tea with mochis. I got pomegranate and mochi.
Original with mochi.
I think we all had to order mochi because we're Asian. I have tapioca milk tea boba. Lychee yogurt. No. Lychee? Lychee. Lychee? 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 Lychee.
After a long debate over the pronunciation of lychee, we plan to make our way over to the popular ice cream shack, Scoops.
Lychee.
If you're talking about like 10 years ago, maybe this would be the offbeat place, but now it's kind of become the norm.
Right.
So now we are kind of going back to other things for offbeat. This isn't just like LA, this is like everywhere. Where would you go and what would you get?
Off the beaten path. I'm not sure.
Oh, you sold out of
Yeah.
ice cream?
Yeah.
Do they come for a certain flavor?
No, I mean I change it.
Oh, okay.
I change every day. So
Are you sold out of
Yeah,
everything?
I have nothing.
That's so crazy.
Like it's kind of messy because I have to do some
It's
cleaning
fine.
up. Yeah, come on in. So,
You have two
yeah.
tailors.
I started one, and then 1 year later, start getting busier and busier. There's no way I can ever to come up with their demand, so I ended up getting two.
And you have all your spices up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, tarragon. And it's like juniper berries?
Yeah, juniper berry,
Juniper.
celery seed. If I want to make a celery peanut butter, customer suggested. So like
Celery peanut butter. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Did you ever do any Korean flavors?
I did one time kimchi.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was that?
It wasn't that good, you know. Like I tried to come up with like as much as close. So I did what I did with like I used like cayenne pepper, sour cream, a little bit of vinegar. So you can taste sort of kimchi, but it's like I did one time for like a friend of mine's birthday. So like a lot of Korean, like younger Korean kid came and then they tried it. Yeah, it tastes like when a couple of customers had it. One time I did like a cilantro and lime.
Ooh, that sounds good.
But it didn't work.
No.
So you just come up with the flavors like you don't like stress out about it. You're not.
Oh, also like a customer suggestion. Like I have
Yeah,
like a
that's
suggestion board. Like customer like suggests, I go through it, and then based on last 10 years experience, you think one works, and then you can apply to. Let's say one citrus fruit works with one flavor. The other flavor. Then you can apply to one citrus fruit to the other citrus fruit. Yeah. So you just kind of extend it. A couple of days ago, like one customer ordered like a birthday cake for son. I do a lot of lavender flavor. I never somehow thought about lavender coconut. And then like she said, can you make a lavender coconut ice cream cake for my son? I said, sure.
Wow.
I said, wow, I never thought about. So I did, and then customer, like yesterday I made extra batches, like put it outside. Customer loved it so much. This is kind of like a joke, but like somehow when I was in art school, we can't afford we can afford to buy the beer, so we always drink a lot of PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
PBR.
Yeah, that's the most nasty beer.
Tell it to Williamsburg.
Yeah, and then like sometimes like some customer came and asked, can you make a guacamole ice cream? I said, maybe. And then I thought, oh, I remember like a avocado I used to we all like avocado and the PBR. So what I did, I made a sorbet with avocado and PBR mixed together. People loves it. It's yeah.
Avocado and,
The
PBR.
sorbet, yeah. Also at the time I made mint nicotine ice cream.
What? Mint nicotine?
Yeah.
How would you make a mint nicotine?
I used nicotine gum and then infused in the milk overnight, and all the nicotine get it into the milk. So when you taste it, you don't taste anything, but at the end of like ice cream, you have a small hint of nicotine at the end of it.
Like
And then you can't stop eating it every 7 minutes.
What's your favorite one that you've
I like
done?
anything with a pear, like a pear, especially sorbet, pear Riesling, pear with
Ooh.
pear ginger. Anything goes well with pear. Yeah.
And so we also know that you, with all the different flavors that you make, there's one that you keep
Right.
brown bread.
Yeah.
I don't know why people like it. I don't know. I guess it's vanilla because I have like 90% of people always like into vanilla, and then like the crunchiness from the grape nut.
Yeah.
I guess that's why people like always like, yeah.
Yeah. So that's when why did you decide to just keep that as just your base?
I guess people demanding so much. Yeah.
That's just the all-around crowd pleaser,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where did you get the idea for that?
Actually, it's like one of customers like said like, oh yeah, my mom used to make this flavor, and then she used grape nuts. So I just okay. I mean, so she gave me the like a part of like a recipe, and then based on vanilla. So I did one time, and then I have like an ice cream book, and then I gone through. There's a ice cream recipe called brown bread, which is very popular in England. It's like based on vanilla, and then they use a breadcrumb. Instead of breadcrumb, I twist it. So.
I love the crunchiness
Yeah.
of the grape nuts.
Mhm,
It's
yeah.
so great. And is there a little bit of caramel in
Yeah,
there?
a little bit of
And
caramel
just-
swirl. Yeah, so a little bit.
Yeah, I love this mobile.
Yeah, one
Mobile?
of
Mobile?
mobile. Yeah, one of customer made it. Yeah.
I love it. You know what I love about your place too is like, I checked you out and I had somehow heard about you and I was like, wow, this is amazing that he's making all these different flavors. And I came in and I tasted them all. And I think I got a scoop, but I got some more pints to go. Just like, oh, I'll have this flavor and this flavor. And you're cash only.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember I didn't have enough cash. And you just said, you know what, it's fine, just pay me later.
Yeah.
And for me, that was my first time here,
okay.
and you didn't know me. Like, you don't know if I'm ever gonna come back, but just,
Not like ice cream. Which ice cream? It's not like a ice cream. This is what I want to do. I don't want to do. And then also I went to culinary school, and then I worked at a restaurant for a while. But like, it's too much work. I
Yeah.
hate work.
Up next, LA tries a few Filipino desserts at Manila Sunset and then makes one of her own from scratch. But first,
Word of the day.
how do you pronounce?
Foie gras. Foie gras.
foie gras.
The correct pronunciation is foie gras. And now, back to LALA. After trying various tarts, pies, cakes, and general sweets around Los Angeles, LA decides to go for some home-cooked sweets at Manila Sunset.
We have some traditional Filipino desserts here. Right here we have bibingkang galapong, which is a little bit of a rice flour, which they actually here at Manila Sunset grind the rice themselves, which is impressive, and a little bit of homemade fresh cheese on top, queso fresco. This one is puto, white puto, and it's rice, flour, and sugar steamed. And this is puto bongbong. Not to fool the Filipino watchers out there, it's not with ube. Anytime I see anything purple, I think ube automatically, but it's actually fermented rice with sugar and coconut and a nice, beautiful dollop of butter on top. And here we actually have a 20-year-old puto bongbong steamer. So you actually put the puto bongbong in there. This one is just freshly released. Here it looks like a little, there's actually 3 of these in here. It's a little log, you put it in here, the water goes in here, and you put it on the stove and you steam it. And then it kind of, when it's done, it'll kind of pop, and you pop it out. You put some sugar on it, put some butter on it, coconut, eat it and call it a day. Putong puti. I blanked earlier on how to say white in Tagalog. Putong puti. How's that nice? You give me.
You're pretty.
Has that nice gummy texture that I love about rice and rice flour. It's not too sweet. A lot of butter on here, and I'm gonna get a little bit of. You can really taste the banana leaves on there as well. Okay, I'm really interested in this fermented rice. So I don't know if I've ever had this before. Puto bongbong. Let me see if I
Oh,
can
you
see
haven't
the.
had puto bongbong?
I don't think so. See the 3? And you kind of stuck them together there. So she said without the butter and the sugar, it's salty, which I kind of want to taste it on its own without everything, just to taste the fermented rice. It's not salty, more unseasoned. Like it just doesn't have flavor. So you just need butter and sugar and coconut. Give it more flavor. This one, I guess since the rice is fermented, it has even a more dense, gummy texture, which I love. I love mochi. I love all that kind of stuff. So. Okay. Bibingkang galapong. So you find these on the roadside stands, and I love how it's just kind of, they cook it from the top and the bottom, so you get a nice kind of, I like it a little burnt on the top. Get a little bit of the cheese on here. I think we'll sop up some butter. It's very nice. It's very cakey. It's interesting, all three of these are rice-based desserts. This is definitely the most cakey of them all, but you still have that rice kind of sponginess. This one is a little bit more dense, and then this is even denser. Even more denser. So, good job. Good job on the desserts.
What you got going on there?
Making the caramel for the flan. I just like that little bit of burnt flavor. Some people say it's too dark, but I say you can never go too dark. Well, you actually can.
Yeah, those people are racist. If only we could capture the smell. Man, that smells so good. Sugar! Oh my gosh, she's doing it. There she goes. Smell that. Smell you, Mary Lou.
So when I look through it, it's not that bad.
That doesn't look too dark to me.
It's the hotness of the caramel. The caramel's still pretty hot.
I like the I like the TikTok's brain, dude. He's a pretty smart guy. Man.
We all hate you.
My little brother.
Now, one thing about Todd is that he definitely, he was so creative that it was really.
Can you use that suction sound?
Nice.
That's when you know it's good.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That's a cool. I like the shape of it, the mold.
Wow. That was nice. That felt good. Can I do it again? Let me do it again.
It's so satisfying. Look at that.
Oh man.
It looks nice, right? Look how beautiful that is.
Mirror on top.
Yeah,
right?
dude.
It is.
And look, I mean, look at the grain. Like, it's just really nice.
I think I like to walk the line of too burnt and just because I like a little burnt, but then if you burn it
I
too much.
like my creme brulee really burnt.
There's just what is it that I'm tasting like when you first put it in your mouth and there's
It's a good.
there's like an intense.
Look, magically,
Wow.
Another one.
another one
And it
appears.
looks just it's perfect.
I know.
First.